fight.
And now let's welcome to the ring from Mexico, Paola La Fiera Torres.
And obviously you hear the crowd reaction for Paola Torres.
Yeah.
Originally from Mexico, Monterrey, now has been living in San Antonio the past couple of years. And it's a big moment for her tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely a big moment, man. And I think she has a lot of people rooting for her. And I know she's gonna put on a show for everybody here tonight. And they're looking forward to it. Looking forward to see her do her thing as well.
As she makes her way to the ring, let me tell you quickly the story of Paola Torres.
Yes, yes, please.
She is a certified chef. She went to chef school. But every day that she was walking to school, she will pass by a boxing gym. And one day she actually went inside, found out she loved the sport, and then dedicated herself to become a world champion. She has had opportunities to claim championship gold. She has come up short in those last 3 opportunities. Will tonight be the time that she fulfills her destiny?
I mean, it's looking like it, because I'm seeing like you hear the crowd behind her. She has a lot of people behind her to root for her and have her do her thing. So it's a possibility she may walk out of here the champ tonight. And I'm sure if she does, the city will erupt.
Well, they already have the place, the party picked out. All she has to do is bring the gold with her.
That's a fact.
Because I know she can. I will definitely hit up that celebration. You know it's going to be a good time.
Absolutely.
But both of these women, both capable of walking away with this banking gold. Let's go to Thomas Driver as he brings us in.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our co-main event. It is scheduled for 10 rounds, and it'll be for the vacant Women's WBC International Super Featherweight Championship. Brought to you by Davies Entertainment, along with some of their great sponsors here tonight: Modern Managed IT, Water Walk, El Camino, and Prime Vending. It is sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, Executive Director Big Greg Alvarez, along with the World Boxing Council, President Mauricio Suleiman, Supervisor tonight for the WBC, Deborah Hawkins. Our 3 judges scoring on a 10-point must system will be Richard Lord, Manduk Kwan, and Ursula Perez. Our referee in charge will be Mark Kaloy. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. She comes to the ring wearing black with red and weighed in officially at 129.8 pounds. Coming to us from South Korea, she brings a professional record consisting of 11 wins, just 1 defeat, 3 draws. 6 of her 11 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 신bomire's Shin.
Good ovation for 신bomire's Shin here at the Davies Event
And
Center.
her opponent across the ring in this championship contest, she is fighting out of the red corner. She comes to the ring wearing black with purple and weighed in at 130.8 pounds. Her professional record consists of 13 wins, 6 defeats, 1 draw, 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of San Antonio, Texas, by way of Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Paola La Fiera Torres.
You know, we had a great fight just moments ago between Floyd Schofield and Juan Antonio Lopez, but somehow I feel like we even went up an extra notch.
The energy in here, the fans are ready to see these women go at it and give us a great fight, and I think that's what we're about to have right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Shin, right here and
I
up is good.
have had this
Listen
fight
to my
circled
commands.
since I
Touch
saw
gloves.
it announced.
Touch gloves.
You
Good
have
luck to
two
you.
high-caliber fighters fighting for that vacant WBC International Female Super Featherweight Championship belt.
Yeah.
You have the number 23rd world ranked fighter against the number 26 world ranked fighter. Nothing that these two haven't seen.
Right.
I don't know how they're going to surprise each other. Lots of respect between the two during the weigh-ins, but it's now time to get down to business.
Absolutely.
Here's a good stat for you. In title fights, Bomi Shin is a perfect 3-0 as she comes in off of her last victory for the vacant WBO Asia Pacific Female Super Featherweight title, going against La Fiera, Paola Torres. Here we go, buddy. Co-main event here tonight at the Davies Event Center. For all of you all on Twitch, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. As these women go ahead and get busy and charge right at it.
2-round fights in the women's division, or 2-minute round fights rather.
These women are hitting hard. I promise you, I couldn't probably take one of these hits from none of these women either.
With Bomi Shin, look out for that jab. No matter what type of trouble she may be, she will always be throwing that jab. As for Torres, she is furious, always applying the pressure.
For sure, most definitely. Seeing her at media day, she's definitely a hard hitter too, and she's definitely has some quick hands and very unpredictable as well. Oh,
Let's
what a
fight
hit.
Straight. By Bomi Shin.
As they're both pacing.
Right now, the center of the ring belongs to Shin. As Torres trying to find an opening. A lot went into making this fight. A lot went into determining what gloves these two were going to wear for this fight. Neither team wanting to leave an advantage for the other fighter.
For sure. And these women are, they are definitely going at it, walking in and just throwing haymakers and landing a lot of their hits. And as Torres goes ahead and lands a couple of combinations as well.
10 seconds left here in the opening round, scheduled for 10. Not too much separating the two fighters in our opening round, Mazi.
Not at all, not at all. They both went at it, both wanted the smoke, and they definitely let us have it.
As you see the tail of the tape, La Fiera, Bomi Shin. That last KO for La Fiera earlier in her career. As for Bomi Shin, we mentioned before, winning that vacant WBO Asia Pacific featherweight strap in a 8-round TKO against Chandini Nera in her last bout back in February in South Korea.
Okay.
This is actually the first time that Bomi Shin has fought outside of Asia, and just her second fight out of South Korea. The only fight she had outside of her homeland prior to tonight was in Cambodia.
Okay.
But she told me she's already been here for a week prior to the fight. The only real adjustment she had to make was the time change.
As so.
Brought a lot of her own food, obviously the perishables she bought here. We're trying to make everything as close to home as possible.
Oh my goodness, and she's not playing any games. Bomi Shin is going in and letting Ms. Torres have it.
She is just stalking down Paola Torres right now. But Torres knows what's on the line, trying to fulfill that destiny that she had promised to her mother so many years ago, that as she took up this sport, that she would become a champion. 3 times she has tried, 3 times she has failed. Will tonight rewrite the story for Paola Torres?
And as you can see, Torres is kind of leaking a little bit on the nose.
Already bleeding is Torres. Good eye, Mazi, for pointing it out. But sometimes that can motivate a fighter when they start seeing red.
It looks like Shin is definitely letting her have it with the flurry of punches. And Torres is not backing down.
Connects with the right hand again, this Bomire's Shin. Very comfortable here in the first couple of rounds. Is the South Korean fighter. You can see the determination on Paola's face. She is willing to take shots to deliver something.
Nah, definitely. She's definitely looking for the body shots. It looks like fatigue is setting in as Bomire's Shin is stalking Torres down and throwing a fistful of punches off.
Straight right, and that combination had landed cleanly again for Bomire's Shin as she continues to smear the blood across the face of Paola Torres.
And great defense by Torres by bobbing and weaving a lot of those punches that she was throwing towards the end of the round.
But it's still early on, already in some trouble with the blood. You know that affects the way the judges will see this fight.
Right.
How longer can she keep up the head movement at that pace as we progress through this fight?
Right. That's going to be the question here. And hopefully, and they should take a look at the replays.
Yeah, we saw that right uppercut just sneak in from Bomire's Shin. I think that is the one that started the blood. As Bomire's Shin gets a talk to by the referee to say, watch the headbutts, while she is getting her instructions on the corner.
Yes. And as you can see here on the replay, there's a flurry of punches by Bomire's Shin, landing the jabs and swings onto Torres. Hopefully Torres can come back out and bounce back and take this next round here at Brawl Wall.
Obviously, I do not speak Korean. I'm not sure exactly what was said during that break. All I can say is "Annaseyo" to our fans that are watching in South Korea tonight. Or I guess this morning over there.
Absolutely,
or
yeah.
probably mid-afternoon by now, it's tough to say.
Right.
Round number 3. Here in our 10-round WBC International Female Super Featherweight title fight. It is a vacant belt. So both ladies looking to walk away as champion. For Bomire's Shin, it would be the 4th time in her career. And she has been a perfect 3-0 in prior title fights. And for Paola Torres, it would be the first time that she would be a champion to fulfill her destiny, as she has previously been 0-4 in title fights.
Hopefully she walks away with a title tonight and make the city proud and make her mother proud nonetheless.
Not just her mom, her family, but to the fighter herself. You know that there's a lot of training, effort, blood, sweats, and tears, and sacrifice that could be erased by raising the gold.
Absolutely.
You're talking about blood. It looks like the corner for Paola Torres did a great job by cleaning up that bloody mess.
I was just about to say, they did a great job cleaning it up because I do not see it anymore. They must have closed it up or something. That was amazing.
They were able to stop it quite quickly. Here in round number 3, Paola looking a little bit sharper in this round.
Yes, indeed. She's definitely a little more routine, sticking and moving, and not letting Bomire's Shin get those flurries off. She definitely gets what she needs inside and moves around.
Torres connects with a shot to the body. These are 2-minute rounds, so they go by a little bit quicker than we've been accustomed to tonight.
Yes,
Final
indeed.
10 seconds. I know it caught you a little bit off guard there.
Yeah, I definitely had to look up at the clock. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on?
I can't say there was a whole lot of action in that last round.
No, definitely not, but it seemed like Torres definitely got it together and landed more punches that round. Definitely changed up the strat, stick the move a little bit, got what she needed and then moved around and got on the landed a great amount of punches for the score, you know?
So I don't speak Korean, but I can read body language, and right now, I can tell from the corner, he is trying to tell Bomire's Shin to use that foot on her lead foot and get around Paola Torres by putting it on the outside so she can reach and connect with the hook. So we will see if they will implement that strategy in this upcoming round.
Yeah, we'll definitely see if that goes into play, because if so, you definitely are a great interpreter.
Paola Torres, though, looking comfortable off of the stool. She is dressed in the red and blue with the purple socks. Bomiree Shin from Seoul, South Korea, dressed in the all black with the red trunk band and the black socks and shoes.
As Bomiree Shin stalking Miss Torres. And Torres keeping her space. She's creating her space and is doing it very nicely. As I say that, Bomiree Shin is definitely invading that space now.
Bomiree Shin has good textbook fundamentals, defensively and offensively. And is scoring punches continuously as she connected with the jab.
Yes.
And you can see the forehead of Paola Torres. Now there was the referee, De Los Santos, Anthony De Los Santos was telling Bomiree Shin to watch the headbutts. So I'm not sure if that bruise on the top of Paola's head is from a shot from the fist or from the headbutt.
Okay.
But you will see that there's a little bit of swelling on the forehead of Paola Torres.
Yes, definitely. As Torres gets away from those flurries right there.
And now that blood's starting to seep through the nostrils once again of Paola Torres. That wasn't an issue in the last round, but it did start in round number 2 as Bomiree Shin continues to put on the power. And there's the overhand right.
Yes, indeed. Definitely kind of startled Price a little bit.
Another jab breaking through the guard.
Absolutely. That's one thing Bomiree Shin has been consistent on, is that jab.
And we were talking about it before this fight even started, that she would continuously be throwing jabs, whether she was ahead or whether she was behind.
Absolutely, and it shows that it's working. It's working. You know, puts that hand up, try to prevent it. I know easier said than done, because Bomiree Shin, his hands are very quick as well, as we can take a look at the replay. Yeah, Bomiree Shin is stalking her each and every time. Not as Torres tries to create space, Bomiree Shin is walking her down and continuing to throw the hands that she can.
Yeah, when Torres once again started, she is quickly shut down by Bomiree Shin. And it's been the left jab.
Yeah.
He has opened up everything for her in this fight so far.
Absolutely.
Paola, she was victorious last time at Brawl Underground. Or actually, I'll take that back. It was in Brawl de los Muertos, where she was victorious back in 2021, where she was able to defeat Brittany Cruz in a 6-round decision. We talked about Bomiree Shin as she claimed the vacant WBO Asia Pacific female strap against Chandi Mera back in February. Round number 5, we're halfway through this 10-round fight for the vacant WBC International Female Super Featherweight title.
And these rounds are going by rather quick, like you say, man. And time is flying by. But these ladies are not backing down. They are willing to throw some hands and give it a fight for that title. And Torres is hoping to walk away with this as long as Bomiree Shin doesn't keep walking her down like this. Torres needs to create some distance and create space for herself to land punches and stick and move.
But that jab just keeps on coming.
Yeah.
From Bomiree Shin, and it has been extremely effective. Torres trying to get away from the ropes. And what she really needs to do is try to get into some distance where she can just slug it out. Because that is when Torres is at her best, but right now she is taking the shots and she is taking the worst of it.
Yeah, she's taking the beating right now.
Another right hand finds its way through for Bomiree Shin.
Definitely commending Torres for still standing. And fatigue looks like it's setting in, man. And hopefully she could pull out a right hook or something to get this fight back on track on her waist. Because right now Bomiree Shin is stalking her down and not letting up. and not giving her any space.
And you hear the crowd react too. Bomire's Shin has not taken her foot off the gas pedal.
Nah, not at all.
She threw nothing but punches for the entire 2 minutes.
Yeah, for the entire 2 minutes. You can definitely tell she took that round.
Still plenty of fight left to be had. But if Paola Torres wants to walk away as a champion tonight, things have to change. And I can only imagine what is being said in her corner as we're looking at these replays with all of y'all on Twitch.
And as y'all can see, I mean, we all see what y'all are watching. I mean, Bomire's Shin is landing a lot of these jabs and connecting with the combinations. And if she's doing that on a consistent basis each and every round, it may look like she may walk away with the title.
That would make her a perfect 4-0 in title fights if that is the case. But still, anything can happen on one perfectly placed punch. We have seen it at previous brawls. Maybe it could be in the cards for Paola Torres here tonight. Of course, she is fighting for destiny, the way that she sees it. Bomire's Shin, we had told you before, we knew she was not just going to be a formidable opponent, she was going to be a great opponent.
Absolutely.
But you see the fire in the eyes of La Fiera. She is not backing down.
Not backing down at all.
Bomire's Shin, though, continues just to stalk her down. Punch after punch.
And I commend Torres for still going in there and still giving it all she got. Just right now, something needs to happen in order for her to
Well, the
take.
thing for Torres, though, Mazi, is that the feet still look good. She's still moving well.
Right. Indeed. And you can tell she may still have some left in the tank. She's just waiting for that right connection, that right combination to move things her way.
I agree with you. If anything, it seemed like it's just frustration for Torres. You know, the blood, dealing with some rounds that have not been going her way.
Right.
Can she make the adjustments? That's the question.
That's the question.
Body shot landed there by Torres. But a 5-punch fury there by the South Korean Bomire's Shin.
Oh, what a jab.
Took one to give one. Another exchange by these.
Another exchange, man. Yeah, this fight is going to go down to the wire. I have a feeling. Oh, a couple of jabs exchanged.
But Torres was able to slip in that left hook.
Yeah, indeed. And another one. She slipped another left one right there, too.
But Bomire's Shin just too strong there.
Yeah, definitely too strong. She took a lot of those punches and was still standing tall and was still stalking her.
Torres right now, a lot of questions on that stool as she looked up to the heavens, trying to figure out what the answer is going to be.
Yeah.
As you look at the replay, Bomire's Shin, like a machine, she just continues to throw and doesn't stop. I don't know what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, something like that. A woman of Bomire's Shin's stature of just being fearless. That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only word I can think of right now is just fearless, to where she's just sitting there stalking every movement of Torres and not giving her any space at all to breathe. She's going in there and she's letting Torres have it.
Let us know how you guys are seeing things out there in Twitch land, in the chat room. We'll try to answer to you between the action. Torres making the sign of the cross before she comes out for this next round. She looks to be in good spirits still, but I think it's safe to say, Mazi, she is probably behind in this fight if we went to the cards.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you there.
And that is no disrespect to her. That is just the way that this fight's been going.
That's the way the fight's going right now. Bomire's Shin is landing a lot of punches and is not giving Torres any space to create anything. So as long as she keeps going in like this and attacking Torres and not giving her the space that Torres is trying to create, it's going to be a long night for Torres.
You know, I asked Bomire's Shin, coming all the way to America for the first time. It's another title fight. Does it mean anything more to you? And she just smiled through her interpreter and was like, it's just another fight. Business as usual. And so far, it has been business as usual. But now we see blood stemming from the nose of Bomire's Shin.
Yeah, man, I was looking at that too. So this should be interesting.
Well, that gives some motivation to Paola Torres, knowing that she had hurt her opponent, that she has drawn blood.
Because it was definitely looking for a moment. It was an uphill battle, and it still is. But the fact that we see blood now coming from Bomire's Shin, it could definitely be.
And I know the crowd noticed it because they started chanting for Paola a little extra heavy now.
Yeah, for sure. So I think they know what's going on. So they're definitely cheering for Torres in the building to see her walk away with the title tonight.
Torres got the best of the last exchange. Both of them exchanged and landed there. In the corner, I did understand what they said there. Keep on throwing that jab.
Yeah. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
And that's what's been her success here tonight for Bomire's Shin, has been the jab. Both fighters now bleeding from both noses respectively, as we are here in round 7. But man, what a great fight we have between these two so far. Bomire's Shin bleeding from both nostrils. Paola looks to only be bleeding from the left nostril.
As we go to the replay here, and I think that left jab did it from Torres to Bomire's Shin that got her nose.
It could have been that uppercut that snuck through the guard, and that's where that blood, you do see it there, is starting to stream. Like we said, it only takes one punch, well placed.
And maybe Torres could turn this fight around, man. If she goes and gets a knockdown,
this place would.
Oh man,
lose it, totally lose it.
Totally lose it. Yeah, definitely. They would lose it, and I know that it would just be a crazy eruption from the crowd.
Our referee, Anthony De Los Santos, in there. Our timekeepers, Joe Alvarez, Mario Pastrano here ringside. As Maserati Marcus, myself, Smash Justin Simmons ringside for this WBC International Female Super Featherweight title. The title is vacant. Whoever wins will be the new champion.
Absolutely.
Round number 8 of the Schedule 10. Bomire's Shin was in control, I think you could safely say, early on in this fight. But Paola Torres, if the fight was going to turn, I think it was going to start from what had happened in the last round.
Absolutely. As soon as Torres saw blood, she kept going, she kept fighting. And now, with Bomire's Shin still, what a nice left jab with a connection there. But Torres, respectfully, is still giving her a good fight and trying to reach in there and land something as Bomire's Shin is walking down, trying to not give her her space, as blood is dripping from Bomire's Shin's face.
60 seconds, not enough to stop the bleeding, as both of these women letting the leather fly. The Shin connected again with that jab. You can see the swelling on top of the forehead and the right eye of Torres, as she is able to get out of the way of some of those punches, but not all of them.
And as Bomire's Shin seemed like she tasted her own blood for a second. That's not a warrior for you, I don't know what to tell you.
Flicking jab, able to fit into, trying to set up an overhand right for Bomire's Shin. Torres did well to evade it last time.
Final 10 seconds.
Where do these ladies still have the energy? I have no clue. Good shot there, landed by Torres at the end. But Mazi, we're through 8. How do you see it so far?
Man, it's tough. Earlier, Bomire's Shin easily would have had to fight. But Torres, these last couple of rounds have been definitely stepping it up. So, I don't know at this point, man. I mean, if Torres keeps fighting like this, it could be Torres' way, or we could see another draw, maybe.
Mazi, these are where the questions start to come into play. If it goes to decision, hometown crowd, is it enough to sway the judges?
I don't know. We thought it was enough to sway the judges for the Baez fight, but We saw what happened there, walked away with a draw.
But granted, the Baez fight had those 3 points deducted on Daniel Baez.
Very true.
And if that didn't happen, it probably doesn't go to a draw. I don't think we're going to get a draw in this fight.
Who do you think's taking it?
Right now, I still have to believe that it's 신bomi레 Shin. She's been the more active fighter. But Paola Torres, again, drawing blood a couple of rounds ago. They haven't been able to stop the bleeding from the nose of 신bomire's Shin, and that can leave a mark in the memories of the judges that are scoring by ringside as well.
Absolutely.
Round number 9. We are in the championship rounds of this 10-round scheduled fight for the vacant WBC International Female Featherweight, Super Featherweight title. Can't understate that enough. Gold on the line, and you can tell these ladies know exactly what they're fighting for.
Leaving it all in the ring. And they are fighting for it all. And great left hook by Torres.
Just barely missed the chin, but made full contact with the cheek of 신bomire's Shin.
Absolutely.
Torres looks a lot calmer now.
Yeah, definitely looked a lot of frustration earlier in the round, but she definitely looked like she found her composure, and now she's back in her zone. And 신bomire's Shin is still sticking to her guns by stalking her down and throwing a flurry of jabs. Meanwhile, Torres is sticking and moving.
And now to give you all an idea at home, we do have 2 local judges, and then we do have 1 judge from South Korea. So, I mean, there are a lot of things that can happen if this goes to decision.
It could get controversial. Know that for a fact.
Now that's just boxing now, isn't it?
That is. Boxing indeed.
Good exchange as both of these ladies are right in the middle of the ring. I mean, this crowd is eating up this match.
Yeah, they are invested in for sure.
Dying with each punch. But now it comes down to this. The 10th and final round coming up next here in our co-main event of the evening.
Yeah, man, this fight has been impressive, man. I mean, but you called it. This possibly may have been the fight of the night. How do you feel about it? Do you think it's still living up to the hype?
So far, so good.
Yeah, I have to agree. These ladies have been tough and going the distance. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing so far.
Nobody backing down.
No.
Taking the best shot that each one that can deliver, and then coming back and firing a shot of their own.
Right.
Boxing fans, let's cheer these 2 ladies on. This is our 10th and final round.
Money well spent here at the Davies Event Center. If you are here live, thank you for watching us here on Twitch as we have come to the final round for this vacant championship. Nothing to leave to guess. Got to leave it all on the line.
As 신bomire's Shin is going back to the first style of just going in there and just throwing jabs. Torres in there, bobbing and weaving and landing those hooks as she can.
It was a slow start to this fight for Torres. I wonder if she thinks that she needs a knockout to win this fight.
Because I would definitely agree with that analysis. I think if she gets her knockout here, it's solidified as her walking out the champion.
We have not had anybody down in this fight. We have had plenty of blood, both from the noses of both competitors. Torres was in a little bit of trouble there. 1 minute to go.
And they are giving it their all.
Look at this. Pure guts by both fighters. Not giving a centimeter of space. Take it in, folks. Appreciate it. Love it. This is boxing.
And fatigue is setting in for both fighters. Well, 신bomire's Shin is throwing what she can, and Torres is bobbing and weaving, trying to play great defense as much as possible.
Torres trying to find an answer back. But Bomire's Shin, just a fury of rights and lefts, and I can't tell you where they're coming from.
Yeah, it's crazy. She's throwing a flurry of punches, and she just keeps going. I don't see how she still has the energy lasting all 10 rounds and still going in here and putting on the fight that she had.
I hope this crowd realizes what they have seen. An excellent contest between two top-class boxers.
Yes, indeed.
What a fight. What a fight. Bomire's Shin and Paola Torres, La Fiera. But we go to the judges' cards.
Yes.
And we told you everything that we could possibly tell you. You have somebody fighting essentially in their adopted hometown. One judge from South Korea. Did anybody see this fight differently than how you may have seen it, how I may have seen it? Because I think, depending on who you are, it's depending on who you think won.
Yeah, definitely. And with this, it can go either way. Because if you're judging by the blood, both fighters drew blood from each other.
We have already had one fight with a draw tonight. You know, it's boxing. That could be the case here as well. I'm hoping that is not the case and we have a champion announced.
Absolutely.
But let's take it to Thomas Triber and find out if we do have a winner and who that winner just may be. Thomas, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 championship rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Richard Lord scores it 98-92. Judge Manduk Kwan scores it 98-93. And Judge Ursula Perez scores it 97-93. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And now the women's WBC International Super Featherweight Champion, Bomire's Shin.
I know it's not the outcome that the San Antonio crowd Shin.